Hey everyone, welcome to the Canadian Dream. Only our second video officially. I say our, it's mine. I'm alone. I got off work today a little early, trying to beat the sunlight. As you can see, it's going down. It's just about an hour or so drive for me to get here from work. I had preloaded everything into the truck, and you can see there I've got the toboggan. I was here last weekend with the family, and the reason why I got off work a little early and the reason why I'm alone and they didn't really want to come, I'm going to show you, is that this is the trail that leads towards the camp, and you can't really see much, but we hiked that in last weekend. Planned to get here again before the sun set. Took a little longer. We went up hiking in the dark, pulling a toboggan with way more stuff in it, enough for 4 of us. Really 2 hours before we unpacked, got on the trail, and finished at the camp and got there. I'll try to show you a little more of the path that I had to make. I'm hoping it's not too bad. We've had more snow since last weekend. It's got a nice icy crust on the top. Might make my job either harder or easier with the sled. We'll see. I've got snowshoes in case it did get a little deeper here. We didn't get too much back home, but here looks like a little more has fallen. So we're gonna walk in, and I've got some wood to cut hopefully before it gets too dark as well. So I have enough for the weekend and maybe a couple more stays before it gets warm. All right. Okay, so I've got the toboggan up the little hill there and got onto the trail, and it is good. It's actually quite good. You can see here, and well, I'll show you as I walk along the path that I made last week. It packed it down quite a bit. If I step off to the side even a little bit, it drops down. Nothing crazy, maybe 8, 10, 12 inches, something like that, but enough that it'd be a lot harder to walk in pulling that sled. So I put the snowshoes away. I don't need them. The path is good, so I'm walking in. All right, about halfway there on the trail. It's pretty incredible here. There's rabbit tracks just absolutely everywhere on this trail. Last week when we came through, there's a lot of moose tracks. Now I haven't seen anything fresh here since the snowfall from last weekend, last Sunday or Monday when we had a storm. But I expect to see that, and there were deer tracks last time, and actually they had decided to camp out. They dug a hole under a tree behind the camp and spent the night there. It was pretty blustery, windy, very cold, so they needed shelter, and the snow is deep enough. So let's see if we can see some more. Not much is going to stay hidden or stay out in the open with me walking with this sled, crunching through the ice and snow. I'm excited to get rid of this and kind of sit still outside, see if I can see some wildlife. Like I said, lots of rabbits. I haven't seen any other tracks yet, but tons of rabbit tracks. So here, this is fun. Looks like maybe a squirrel, something small, not even a small bird, was coming through here. And a bigger bird came down and grabbed it. That's what it looks like. Or maybe a bird just landed here and walked in. Hard to say. It's kind of fun. Tracks kind of tell a story a little bit. You can kind of see the camp through there. White roof, full of snow. she is. Absolutely love coming here. I loved it last weekend. It was about minus 26, minus 27 with the wind chill, somewhere around there. Minus 18 without. This is all degrees Celsius. Windy, extremely windy, but beautiful. It was just untouched before we got here. So just love it. It's quiet. All right, so I made it in the camp. It's a little chilly. It's not that bad. Not as bad as last weekend again. I'll probably keep talking about that because it was pretty bad, but we made it. Anyway, I am going to get the kerosene heater lit. I'm going to get a fire going as well. That way I can turn off the kerosene heater. And I'm going to see if I can go out and cut a little bit of wood and split before it gets too dark. I've got some headlamps and everything if I need to light the way, but looks like I still got a little bit of time. All right. These here are pretty cool. I bought it, someone I never used before, and bought it off them, good price. So it's a kerosene heater. I think it's like a 10,000 BTU. Comes with this pump, and so you put it in here. You go just like this. So close the cap, and then there's a little gauge here. I just get going. And then when it gets to full, I open up that cap again. Oh, the light went out. There we go. Open up this cap here. That lets everything out. All right, I'm gonna light the kerosene heater. I'll put it on here just in case anyone else has one of these. So you just turn it to high. There's a little ignition button here. You hold that in and you wait for it to light. There we go. There we go. So I'll leave it on high for a little bit. Let it catch, do its thing. Start to get things warm in here. I'm going to be leaving early in the morning, going to watch my youngest son's hockey game, and then we're all going to come back here and spend the day, just enjoy nature and the quiet while we can. But we do have to go back because we have a early morning game Sunday morning back home. All right, let's go cut some wood. See if we can get a fire going here. Doesn't hurt to have a little torch, get things started. Right now, I'm gonna do some cleanup. I gotta eat some supper. It's gonna be a late one, but it's not too bad. It's gotten completely dark out, so I finished just in time. Got quite a bit of wood cut. Still got snow on it. I'm gonna have to let it dry out. I'll put some pieces on top of the stove for a bit to let them dry, but I should have enough here for a couple days. And there's a lot more trees out there that have fallen over the, oh God, I don't know, however many years, but definitely over the last few hurricanes we've had. There've been some bad ones, and so they're just ripe for the picking. All right, finally gonna try to eat some supper here. It's I don't know, it's between 7 and 8. I don't even know what time it is right now. Just been plugging away, getting stuff done. I'm going to make some bends, just some instant stuff. I had a little water, and I had a family member give me some deer meat, so I'm going to mix that in, see how it goes. I see some people use these indoors. I've always been taught and told not to. I'm not sure. Maybe it's safe if it's well ventilated, they say, that kind of thing. The camp seems like it has some, venting. It's not a super airtight camp from what I can tell, but I'm not going to take the chance. It's not too bad out here tonight, not too cold. I'll cook a quick supper. It's already going to take me just a few minutes, so here we go. Smells really good. This tastes good. This dartboard was left here when we bought the camp. It's kind of nice. It's nice to have here. I've got one at home, and me and some friends like to play when we have a chance, but we don't always have a chance. So hopefully we get people here. We'll throw some darts, or if not, like tonight, I'm riding solo and I throw some darts. Probably gonna go to bed after this, maybe read a little bit. Not a bad way to spend the day. Morning, everyone. A little bit of a chillier morning. Fire got down, but didn't go out, so I'm only here for about another hour or so, and then I have to hike in and or I guess hike back to the truck, and take a little drive and go watch my kid play hockey, and then we're all going to come back. I think my brother's going to come up for a visit with his dog as well, and I'm probably just going to spend the afternoon really cutting wood again and just being ready for next time. That's my hope anyway. So yeah, gonna make myself some coffee, some breakfast, and just kind of relax before I have to go. All right, packing up. Hockey game's done. all the way come in. We got Sarah. My brother came up for a visit with his dog. Just kind of hung out, relaxed for the afternoon. Sarah did quite a bit of cleaning in here, which is awesome. It looks really nice in there for when we come back. Probably won't be able to come back for a few weeks anyway, overnight, but the sun's starting to set there behind me, and we're gonna head back to the truck. All the same tracks as yesterday, except these. You can see there. Here. So, they go in there, and you can see there's some tossed up snow right in there. So maybe the start of a scuffle, or whatever it was, did come back through. I'll do some research and see what that could be, but it's just fun seeing these tracks around, and it'd be nice to actually see the animals. I haven't seen anything yet, but walking through this crunchy, ice-crusted snow, you're gonna scare everything off within miles. They can hear everything coming. So also, there's not a lot out. It's quite deep. Yesterday I thought that was only 10-12 inches deep, but if you step off, some spots are almost 2 feet deep. So it's deep snow, hard crust. The animals wouldn't like walking through that. They're going to try to find where there's almost no snow, or they might even go on the already groomed path. So maybe when I'm driving out, I might see something. We'll see. Good weekend. Yeah. Spent some at the camp. We'd spend another night here, but the same kid who had hockey today has hockey tomorrow morning for 7:45 a.m. But that's the life. That's the Canadian dream right there. Thanks for watching.